Welcome back. It's a brand new season of CGL.
This is just an absolute treat. These players are so damn good.
The talent on these teams is undeniable. Everybody on every team right now is making plays.
It's going to be an exciting start to the season, and it'll just get better from here on out.
We're about to step to a whole new era of Overwatch esports. So much exciting action is happening here on CGL that you do not want to miss. Look who's starting it all off, it's Raven.
No one necessarily figure out what is the right way to go just yet.
What a nice roll through from me. He's just gonna solidify everything from Mythos.
Does come back and Arsario gets the mech, but I don't need a mech. I'll kill 4 anyway.
This is just a highlight reel for Arsario right now.
They're making a statement in the EU Masters here.
This patch is still incredibly fresh. There's so much to learn, so much to change about the way we play the game.
NKC, but the shatter is colossal.
Let's get it going.
Trades keep coming through. Lores, you're gonna be able to find these shots true.
Idu on the overclock with 2.
Here comes an Adelaide immediately comes back like fine skills, slicing and dicing their way through 2-3, so back and forth.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another evening of Saturday Night Overwatch here at CGL. My name is Sam Tonks. I have another amazing desk here with me. If you're here earlier for the EU matchup, this is going to look very familiar, but this is going to be our desk analyzing and getting into the matchup that we have tonight between YE Snowfall versus the Freaksters. To try hard Ray, Headrammer, and so Avdenom. Ray, how are we feeling about tonight?
Pretty good. We got ourselves a nice little matchup in the console division for NA. YE Snowfall sitting at undefeated, so hoping to continue that perfect record going, while the Freaksters, I believe they're 3-2,
one and three.
like that.
No,
Yeah, so their win is much more important in order to keep their standing in their division. So I feel like when you come for a team like the Freaksters, they're going to be playing with more desperation, and that can cause some interesting things to happen.
Yeah, it's either, well, you know, Headrammer, we got a taste of some interesting upsets earlier, just a couple hours ago, it feels like now at this point. So when we say that literally anything can happen, it's true. Anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely everything can happen. The devs was almost entirely in unison earlier today that EMC was going to, take away the victory, and sometimes pretty handily. That did not happen actually. Abyss won the series coming out on a comp that was like, a little bit of variation, and EMC was never really able to just find their groove. I mean, it was kind of a back and forth series. We even saw them attempt to mirror their VODification using the Baptiste, but a similar thing can happen here. We've noticed a lot of times, anytime we anytime we enter an Overwatch, some of these push-pull metas, some teams that really oftentimes rely on their mechanics, or less like more poke metas, sometimes tend to struggle in these metas, especially because the push-pull metas are often very, very sticky. They're hard to avoid doing. They just survive and go.
That they do. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about SOAV when it comes to the meta, and we saw earlier that comfortability trumped what is technically working right now in the game, right? We're still in that flux.
Yeah.
We're still getting used to Season 13.
It's really funny because if you were to ask anybody playing right now, what should I be playing or what should I be doing? Like, everybody's going to tell you play Orisa, you play Brig, you play Juno. But, EU game barely featured that. We had the Juno, we had the Orisa, and, we saw some other stuff. But a lot of these teams in various divisions are just, looking at other things. We're seeing Reinhardt's pop up. We're seeing, maps where the Winston Ana are still popular. So, like, even though the meta is solved, there's still so much variation in what can be played. It's actually really great because for as much as people might hate it, it still does indicate that the meta is actually kind of healthy, that we can still kind of flex in some of these smaller pieces.
Yeah, the puzzle hasn't quite come together yet for what the meta is going to look like. But what I do want to see things that are looking like is tonight's schedule, right? We've had a very interesting day so far. It's been pretty stacked up. EU match was a little bit more, I guess, head-to-head than what we usually get, right? A 3-1 with Abyss taking that win. And of course, right now, YE Snowfall versus the Freaksters. I know a matchup that we're all very excited to get into. We've talked a little bit about it. We've touched on it. YE Snowfall sitting at a very comfortable position, very, very comfortable position. And for the Freaksters coming out to prove themselves and to touch again on it, Ray, right? You were saying this is a team when you are in this deep into the season, you're 1-3, you're desperation mode. The pressure turns some teams into diamonds, whereas for other teams, it can crumble them.
Yeah, given the fact that we only have 3 weeks left in this season, for a team like the Freaksters, this probably is like it's their pivotal moment. If they lose this game, it's unlikely. I mean, we'll find out how many teams from each division are going to be making it next week from what Mr. Bossman told us on the EU desk. But I feel like if you're sitting at like 1-4, it's not likely you're making enough teams to make there. So this win is very important for the Freaksters. So like I said, desperation can bring out a lot in a team. So I think the YE Snowfall's got to be ready for that.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull out all of the stops, right, Headremmer? It's going to have to be, what have you been working on? What have you been able to adapt to for yourself? Inside of Season 13, we've been touching on that a lot too. The new meta, what is your identity? Can you bring it out? Do you have that flexibility? And I think even last week when we look at what happened, a 3-2 gigabanger match that went basically the difference of a final few meterage. And in the NA Open tier, right, for the console, we're at that high enough level where even like 0.2% is the difference between life or death.
Yeah, that is true. And at the same time, sometimes also being in that open tier also leads to situations where, because these teams are so good at punishing mistakes, you kind of get less. Sometimes the difference between, say a second or third place team could be even larger than you would see in like one of, say, the lower ranked tiers. And so when you have a team that's undefeated going against a team that's 1-4, that is a really difficult situation to overcome. It's not impossible. I mean, we saw earlier today a team that was 1-4, beat their opponent, but I think it's even harder the higher level you get into these tiers.
And there is something I think also to be said too, right? So after being in the Freaksters position where they're at the the lowest rung so far, or the one of the lower rungs, where you see YE Snowfall as this Goliath and you're having to go up against, you're having to fight, and you're having to really show what you're capable of. It's a moment for a learning opportunity. It's a moment to be able to take on the best of the best.
Yeah, and if you've been around CGL at all, you know that YE Snowfall is, like you said, they're Goliath. Their organization is a monolith within CGL. So it's kind of a great way to measure up and say, okay, what does it look like for the long term if I play in CGL? What does the skill, what is it going to look like in a couple of years if we stay in play? What does the talent look like? How does it continue to grow? Because for a team like YE Snowfall, who have been here, years and years and grinded and changed and evolved, to come in and be in a dominant position, it gives you a chance as the Freaksters to say, okay, now we know exactly what's coming for the future. Do we want to continue to grind? Do we want to try to maybe step down a tier, maybe go back out of open, and maybe this isn't where we want to be? But it gives you a chance to kind of look and really evaluate, your life choices and what you're doing here for Overwatch. So definitely a lot to learn, even if, maybe you don't come out on top.
Yeah, it's a barometer reading. It's a open display of skill at the highest level.
Yeah.
Of course, being in the open tier, but even the best of the best, they have their highlights, and sometimes they have their lowlights. And what better way to take a look at those lowlights than the videos that CGL puts out, narrated and hosted by none other than the phenomenal Leg Day. We have a trailer for one of them uploaded right now, and we're gonna go ahead and let you take a look at it.
Aw. How does the old cowboy deal with this one? Well, less well. Oh, there's for sleep. Here comes the beam, though. The beam will be helpful. Did you just drop off this freaking... Were you forced to use this self-destruct? Or did you just think, you know what? He's sleeping. He's an EP guy. I'll just drop this here. Does he get clear? Tries their best. Where are you going? What were you just trying to deflect off of this central pillar to avoid the Deadeye? Alright, boys. Oh, we just curve around because of all of the angled surfaces. I've made a boo-boo here.
Again, a big thank you to Leg Day. You saw it right there. Go and check out the CGL YouTube if you want to watch those lowlights. I can guarantee that you will be having a very entertaining evening. But don't do it yet. It's Saturday Night Overwatch right now. And Saturday Night Overwatch is moving into one of my favorite segments, being led by none other than Mr. Toavdanam himself. Toemaster, I leave this to you.
Oh, you say that. But the defending champ of this game is also here. So if you've been in EU last week, you know this one. We're playing a little game called Callouts. And if you've ever been to a wedding, you kind of know the similar of this game. We've been on this desk for what feels like months now. We've known each other so well. So let's see how well we really do know each other. Well, I'm going to ask the desk some questions. And you're going to have to respond by choosing someone on the desk. So the basic question might be, who is a Hanzo main? Who's the dirty Hanzo main? And you have to guess. You get a point if you match with somebody else on the desk. And we'll eventually have our winner. Like Ray was our winner for the EU side last time. So Ray, as the defending champ, do you think you have an advantage here? Because I'm very curious to see how you feel.
Not really. I think, when you have someone like Spectrian on the desk, he's got a pretty interesting, quirky personality where some of the questions are pretty clear when it's him.
That's true, yeah. All right, well, I'm going to open us up, and I'm going to try to keep my score here, so excuse me.
Clarify, can you vote yourself?
Was that?
Yeah, you can put yourself.
You can put yourself. Yeah, you can play anybody. Yeah, you can put anybody on the desk here. So you
can if you're the dirty Hanzo man, you can put your name.
Yeah, you can absolutely put that. So you can play for yourself, or you can guess for that. So we're gonna go off with a nice, easy first question. I say that this one's probably a tough one though. So who on the desk is most likely to Ajax a sound barrier?
Ooh.
Who on the desk is most likely to Ajax a sound barrier?
So I have a text overlay for on.
Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, you can just use that. Yeah, you don't have to hold up a paper. I just like using paper. I know Ray uses.
Okay.
But so however you want to show us.
So are we like waiting for a second and then showing everyone?
Yeah, I'll call us out. I'll go us out down one at a time. But you can start us off if you're ready. So
I gotta move this off here for a second.
Sam, let's see what your answer is.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna bring it on screen. I'm typing it out right now. Okay, but I think you can get the understand. think of where we're starting with it.
Wait, I can see you typing, sir.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I said I was typing.
All right, Headrammer, Ray. Who is most likely to Ajax on the desk?
I said head rammer.
You said Headrammer, so we've got a match in there. Rammer. Rammer? Said Ray, and I unfortunately said Sam.
What?
Hey, me and Sam get a point.
So Ray and Sam will get a point for the first one.
Yes.
I don't know. You just don't strike me as a confident Lucio player, Sam.
Are you? I am the embodiment of confidence when
Okay,
I play.
so-
I'm gonna run the word. Also, I'm a flex support player.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so
a
you
flex
wanna know
support player.
why I said you head rammer? Because you play more Lucio than all of us, so there's greater chances that you would do
It's
it.
probably not true, honestly.
I probably play the most Lucio out of all of us. I would bet money on that. I would actually
Really?
bet money on
Oh,
that.
interesting.
Yeah, I was a Lucio main. I say you
Oh,
can't see
okay,
it. But
okay.
you can't see it, but behind me is the boy Lucio himself. So
Okay. I have a score. I have a scoreboard I'm keeping up track of right now.
okay, I'm also keeping, so we're good. Question number two. Question number two. Who on the desk is the biggest 6v6 supporter? Who is the most likely to go out and wave the flag for 6v6?
I have my answer. I'm locked in.
If you're ready, you can go.
Okay, I'm going. All right.
You can go. Right, Sam, take it away.
It's you. It's you.
It's me. Okay,
You're
fair.
You're the filthy 6v6 lover.
Wow. Wow. Right.
I said Soav as well.
Wow, look at us.
The hive mind is real for two of us at least. Rammer. Wow.
Ree!
You know what? I should have said me. I said Ray. I said Ray.
I'll
All right,
admit,
that's fair.
I do like 6v6,
Yeah,
so I would have
think
been
you-
second here probably.
Yeah, I do think you do, but everybody except me will get a point. That's very fair. Yeah, to be fair, I would go to bat for 6v6. I enjoyed it, so that's fair. You know what? I'm guilty. Who is the most likely to sim TP their teammates off the map? Who would be the
Yeah, I
most
got that.
likely
I got that
to trick
answer.
their teammates into falling off the map?
I got that answer. All right, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right, we'll go down. We'll go down the way. Sam, take us away again.
It's me. 100%. I would murder you.
Ray,
I also said Sam.
Hammer, Headrammer.
I would definitely do it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're gonna be you. I also said Sam, so sorry, Rammer.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I don't trust him on the Symmetra. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't trust me. I am a nefarious troller if I get
That's
the
it.
opportunity.
Yeah,
to.
I literally was like, Sam would totally troll us and do
Sam would
that.
absolutely. You strike me as someone who would troll. All right, number 4. Who would be the most likely to nano the wrong target? Who would be the most likely to go to nano the Winston and accidentally hit the Mercy instead?
I'm locked in.
This one's a little tough for me, but I am also locked in. Okay.
Sam, take us in.
Head rammer.
Ray.
I don't know why.
It is definitely.
It's definitely Ray. Rammer.
Yeah, myself. It's myself.
I also said Rammer. Sorry, Ray.
Oh wow!
I play a ton of Ana.
That means
Ana's
I
like
I
my
know
Well,
you put-
I just every time I play Ana, it's someone gets in my way and I nano them instead. When I was.
Yeah,
I have just
crazy.
slid into the lead.
Yeah,
you just
I
went
say
into the
at
lead.
4, Sam is in the lead going into our last question. So Ray has a chance to tie it if he can get it, but Sam does not. So our last question: Who amongst the desk here is the biggest heal bot? Who is just locking Mercy and just yellow beaming until they die?
Ooh, okay, I got the answer.
Like, it's
to that.
definitely not so out. That man plays Lucio. He's not healing anything.
You're not wrong. Speed 75% or more. You're not wrong.
Okay, I got it in. I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Sam,
All
for
right.
the win. What do you got?
It's me. I'm holding
That
down that
works.
yellow beam. I'm not leaving it for anything.
Ray?
All right.
I didn't finish writing it, but I have
Okay.
head rammer.
You've had Rammer. Rammer.
No, I put Ray.
I also put Ray. Which means Rammer and I get the point, which means Sam is your winner for callouts this week. Congratulations, Mr. Sam Talks. Take a winner speech and a victory lap, shall you?
Well, I just want to say that as the venerable host of CGL, the probably best host ever in the entirety of everything known to man, that I humbly accept this win. I want to say a big thank you to me personally, right? Because I won. It was me. And that's pretty much it.
Couldn't have said it better. Thank you, one and all, and thank you for coming to call outs. Hopefully you in the chat have been calling us out as well, because that's where we really get to know our public image and feel shamed. So make sure you're calling us out in the chat as well.
All right. Okay. So we have had a fun death segment. Thank you to SoAv for that actually really fun game. That was a really, really good time. And we didn't have to look at toes for the past 10 minutes, so that's also a massive victory. YE Snowfall versus the Freaksters. Both of these teams are obviously out here to prove a lot to themselves. The Freaksters even more so than YE Snowfall. Should be theoretically a walk in the park, but we did manage to grab an interview with none other than the Freaksters. So let's go ahead and take a listen in at that.
Alrighty, and here we have Lovely Mercy, one of the support players on the side of the Freaksters. How you doing tonight?
Hello. I'm very nervous, but I'm feeling pretty okay about tonight.
Hey, listen, match nights are always nervous nights, but hey, I think that makes for just that much better play. Now, just getting on into things here, how's the season been going for the Freaksters?
Oh, it's been a very rocky road. We've had a lot of forfeits, people forfeiting on us, but the first match we ever played, it was kind of a steamroll on our part. Well, they steamrolled us, but other than that, we've been just having fun overall. Like, we don't really care. We're just here to play the game and see how we do.
That's a good mentality. Very positive. I like it. I mean, with that sort of, mindset in place, I'm assuming you guys aren't really worried about metas or anything like that. So is there any key compositions you guys like to run, or maybe any specific hero picks that we should keep our eyes out for tonight?
Not really. We just play what's on our mind, and if we want to counter, we'll switch to our counter. But overall, we just play what we want to play.
Yeah, that makes more than enough sense to me. Just, being comfortable doing, beating to the sound of your own drum, I think is the saying for that one. But, specifically for that, looking forward into this match, right? Since you're playing your own game, right? Did you maybe look into your opponents on the other side? Do you think Snowfall's going to hit you with any curveballs, or do you think you know what they're coming at you with?
Listen, Snowball can do whatever they want. We don't care. We're going to turn them into an avalanche because we'll roll them with whatever hero we play. I'm not really worried about that.
Ooh, the spiciness, the confidence. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you for taking the time to sit and chat with us. It was lovely, lovely Mercy.
You're welcome.
Of course. And we'll go ahead and send that spice over to the desk and see what their thoughts are on it.
Now, that was a fantastic interview. I gotta admit, amazing. I have bad news for everyone who's watching right now. Unfortunately, we have a forfeit, I believe, on the side of the Freaksters, if I'm correct about that. So, hey, early night for everyone here on the desk, our casters, and our production staff. So, I want to review the matchup that we just had here. Ray, I got to be honest with you, buddy. Wow, right? And wow, what a match.
My prediction was right.
Yeah, all our predictions were right. You guys didn't know it, but all of the people on the desk picked the right.
Yeah,
everyone, even the casters, we all.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong.
What do you mean? We all picked YE. What are you talking about? Look at that.
Yeah, but no, 3-0.
Not.
No, so
What do you mean? I said 3-0.
So
I'm the only one who said
3-1. Okay, Fletch.
Yeah,
Hey, look at that. The only person who didn't put 3-0 was Soav.
And Fletch also came in with a 3-2. Look, to be fair, I also wanted to give him. I wanted to give him the map, but hey, like a 3-0 forfeit. It's just a 3-0 forfeit.
Can we bring the casters in too? Can we just can we pull them in here? They gotta have a couple of seconds to hang out with us.
Why not?
Maybe give their opinion.
They're like, hey guys, I miss you.
Hey guys, how you doing? We love you, casters. Yeah. Okay, we have now joining us in the Fletch and Dexatron, gentlemen. Very sad, right? You don't get to cast over a phenomenal game of Overwatch. But But in Fletch, I gotta ask, the 3-2, what was that all about, buddy?
I just wanted to be different.
Yeah.
I just want to be different.
I feel that. I feel that.
Respect. Yeah.
I want to conform to the man.
Dexatron.
You can't hold me down.
Dexatron. How many Overwatch toes do you think you can figure out? All right. That was a Saturday Night Overwatch, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Ray, any final thoughts before we close things out here?
I may have lost the game, but I am also the best dressed here, so I think I win that trophy.
That is true.
No.
Look at Dex.
Yeah,
I mean, look, honestly,
Dex is second best.
Ooh,
He's
dang.
Fletch, you have to give the Ray. He's wearing a tie.
He's got a tie. Yeah, that's
He's
hard.
got a tie, man.
Oh,
I
he
can't
does have a
color
tie.
that.
He does have a tie. Headrammer, are you gonna be taking any photos around a giant pistachio anytime soon?
you know, I don't know if anytime soon I'll be taking that, but at the same time, if that's the only way I can win best dress, maybe I will have to do it. I'll make another trip out pretty soon.
Can you like go full tuxedo and everything, like just as fancy as you possibly can?
Hang on.
Green tuxedo. Green tuxedo.
Yeah, green tuxedo.
Yeah.
Or no,
Originally-
or tan tuxedo with a green button-down shirt under it.
That's good.
At one point, we were planning when we were there to take a picture of us just like praying to it, essentially. I forget if we did it. I don't think we did.
Oh,
Okay.
Third place now.
We're-
Third place now.
Fletch looks like he's just about to announce the Switch 2, like for real.
So Av, are you gonna be studying up on the Overwatch toes in case whose toes are that comes back?
No, dude, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm still waiting for my lotto tickets to come in and cash the millions of dollars I'm going to win from getting all my
fair
predictions
enough,
right,
fair
obviously.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Look, I will talk to HR Rammer. It's fine, but you'll get your millions of my millions eventually.
HR's not feeling good, and the Yankees are in the World Series, so I don't think you can talk to them for a little bit.
That's true.
Dexatron, a serious question now for you. Any final thoughts or anything you want to say, buddy?
I mean, I can talk about my prediction a little bit. I mean, I wanted to give the Freaksters a lot of benefit going into this one here, but just their performance so far this season, going up against someone like YE Snowfall, I thought it was going to be very difficult for them. And YE Snowfall has just been such a good team here this season and just in CGL as a whole.
I have a question for Dexatron. Were you paying attention to the game?
Yes.
Who did you agree with most of the time?
Well, I said Sam for the first one, and everyone disagreed with me on that. Then when Soav asked about the Sim TP, I said myself because I'm a Sim main.
That's fair. Yeah.
Wait,
then
what was the first question? What was the first question, Soav?
This is the Ajax one.
It was
Yeah.
mostly the Ajax. Yes.
Yeah. I said Sam because I knew Headrammer played a lot of support, so I don't think it
Yeah.
would happen to him. I think it would be happen to someone who doesn't play support that often.
Yeah, I just think the more you play support, the higher the chance it could happen. So
That's true. That's true.
Fair. Fletch, any final thoughts, buddy?
Nah.
Fair enough.
I don't know, man.
I feel like I'm looking at like. I know he's not wearing a scarf, but it kind of looks like he's wearing a scarf, and it's making me think like he's like an NPR radio guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
I can see a little
I
bit.
buy
I
it.
can see a little.
I don't know what that
In the
means.
Fletch tiny desk, yeah.
All right, well, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that follow button, though. Get notifications to when we go live. I also do want to let everybody know that the CGL regular season broadcast, I believe, for tomorrow. So, again, another reason to follow the channel. Follow us on YouTube. Get some more lowlights and get to see amazing Spectreon thumbnails on there. Maybe even go back and watch the earlier today's VODs and see whose toes are those. Also, follow us on socials. Again, see where we all are. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight's Saturday Night Overwatch for the NA side of things. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see all of you on the next one. Goodbye.